The 1858 Prize for Contemporary Southern Art is handed out to the artist whose work evokes a visceral feeling of true Southern expression and the highest level of artistic achievement. Joining us is this year's award recipient, Stephen Hayes Jr. We're also joined by Angela Mack, Executive Director for the Gibbs Museum of Art. Thank you both for joining us. And Stephen, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank
you. Tell us more about your artistic career, if you could.
Well, I'm a mixed media artist. I do anything from blacksmith welding, Photoshop, Illustrator, and printmaking. Do a ton of mixed media artwork. My work deals with capitalism, consumerism, and the ideas of the black body, how the black body is being seen. Basically want to change the way I'm being seen and the way somebody else that looks like me is being seen. Just open everyone's eyes up to the possibilities.
You talk about mixed media. Tell us a little bit more about your approach. You say that if I can find it, I'll make it. If I can't make it, I'll find it. Tell us a little bit more about that theory.
It's more like, one man's trash, another man's treasure. I was always, as a kid, I would see my brother dumpster diving and stuff just to make stuff out of. So I like to find things, objects, and take those objects and give them new life. And most of the time, the objects are what help drive me to want to create the sculptures that I'm creating. Mm-hmm. So when I say, if I can't find it, I'll make it. And if I can't make it, I'll find it. It's more, this object gave me an idea to create something. And then I need other objects to go with it. So I end up creating the things that go around it to help create this sculpture or wall relief.
And I want to talk about the piece that's sitting behind you in just a moment. But Angela, there were two other finalists, Jennifer Shaw of New Orleans and Namwan Choi of Savannah, Georgia. Can you tell us, though, why Stephen? What was it about his work that deserved this award?
Well, I mean, all three individuals are fantastic and incredible artists. And we were blessed by having tremendous artists overall apply this year for the 1858 award. Stephen's work truly exemplified the purpose and the meaning of the 1858 prize in terms of awarding an artist that really is transforming the way that we look at art, contemporary art from the South. I have to say that Stephen was a finalist last year, so it was, I think it's wonderful that this year he has actually won the prize.
Absolutely. And Stephen, can you tell us about that piece that's right behind you?
Oh, so the piece that I'm working on right behind me is, I'm currently being commissioned by Cameron Museum of Art in Wilmington, North Carolina, to create a monument for the colored troops that marched through actually on the grounds that museum is located. So what I did was I came up with the design, and then I told the museum that I would like to cast the descendants of those colored troops that marched through Wilmington. So I was able to cast their faces, and I'm going to put their faces on all the soldiers that I'm putting on that monument.
That's incredible. How many soldiers are you going to be sculpting?
So I will be making 11 sculptures, 11 soldiers marching, and they are all like in movement. So yeah.
I see that behind you. One looks like he's beating on a drum. And are these true to size? And what will they be cast in?
The sculptures are all life size. They will be cast in bronze, and they will be unveiled November of next year.
Absolutely incredible. Beautiful tribute, beautiful sculptures. Now, you are certainly not a stranger to exhibits that have also traveled around to different places. Can you tell us briefly about Cash Crop?
Okay. Cash Crop was my MFA thesis show, and it's about the mutation of transporting of goods from the past and present. I didn't learn much about the transporting of people as goods and commodity in school. They went into slavery, and then they went into Civil War and all the other histories, but they didn't go into depth about how many ships it took and how many people were transported from Africa to America. Mm-hmm. It about the 6 to 8 week journey that it took to transport these people packed together like livestock and cattle. So coming up with that information, and then coming across the image of the Brooks slave ship plan, which is the image that depicts how they put the people in the ships. I ended up making 15 life-size statues. One represents each million and chained them all to a pallet. And the pallet represents today and how we outsource our goods from sweatshops in third world countries, places that don't have child labor laws. So this whole work is talking about the transformation from the past, how we went and got people from Africa, and packed them in these ships as livestock and cattle and shipped them here to America. And then talks about today and how we get our goods from these places where all these people are just packed inside these warehouses with just enough goods to produce, just enough space to produce as much goods as possible and ship them here.
That's incredible. Well, your work is extremely thought-provoking, and I can see why you would win this prize. You speak so much of the Southern experience, which I think people will just find it intellectually stimulating, emotionally stimulating when they come to see it. You will be featured at the Gibbs Mary Jackson Modern and Contemporary Gallery next year. You've won a $10,000 cash prize. Congratulations on that. And Angela, thank you so much for bringing these artists into the view of the rest of us who love to come and visit the Gibbs.
Not at all. And if I could just have a wonderful shout out to our tremendous Society 1858 that raises the money for the prize and also promotes the prize. We're just so thrilled for this Young Associates group and what they've accomplished.
Wonderful. Thank you both so much. Congratulations again, Stephen. We'll be back after this.